AVAV. Man, we are in big. We are in big. Did not behave the way I was expecting it, or maybe not expecting, hoping, wanting it to today. We had a nice look at this. Look at this nice solid bounce. Higher low. Great. This is great. Oversold. According to market analysts, they raised the target. On average, I would say you're looking at an analyst setting price of somewhere in here. That is where a lot of people are saying that they want this price to go to. So that just is what it is. Let's get real here. This could reach up here. I don't really know anything about it. I really don't. But I'm hoping that it does. Now, I don't even need it to go that far. No, sir. I can get this to go 170, which is my target. We're looking for a quick in, quick out. We're looking for it right at the start of all this rebounding here. 170 is good. Mega market structure is going to be pushing up in the 180s, 186 zones. We want to be careful getting up here. This is where the start of this gap here is going to be where things matter. So we're gonna try to avoid that. We are. I have increased my position over the last couple days because we have been dealing with a market that has no idea what it wants to do. Not even a little bit. It's disappointing. I gotta admit, a little bit disappointing. But the main thing here is that we have potential. I'm still on the trade. I would not get out yet. But I'm close. Not close, but I'm a little uneasy. We're currently sitting in the red. I'm not going to lie, but that's going to happen. You can't trade not being in the red. It's not possible. Unless you're just super duper Superman, which I am not. All right. Let's get into this real quick, and I'm going to go ahead and hop up off of here when I need to. We saw this massive, I like the 4 hour. It tells the best details. I mean, this is a volatile stock, man. This thing goes up, it goes down. We have been experiencing a massive, it's like a bearish, just a beat down. They are keeping this thing suppressed. And why is that? Well, let's hop over here. So this just happened in the last couple of months. Not the whole case is allegedly from further months ago, many months ago. But next week, is it? A week and a half from now, on the 27th, they are choosing the planter, gardener. They are picking it. So this case is moving forward. They have officially filed. The lawsuit. So they're moving forward with it. They're going to find their. Here, let's make this a little bit bigger. Here we go. They are. They're waiting to see what happens. I mean, the plaintiff's coming, but the thing is they keep using this lawsuit to suppress the market. I've been watching it. I'm sitting here staring at it, and every time we start to get a little pop, it happened. Was it today? Yesterday? I think both times. This right here is a result of another news article coming to the surface. They want to keep this thing down, and that could be a couple of different reasons. Who knows? Speculation persists. We don't really know. Could it be for acclamation? Could they be wanting to build a bigger position? Major hedge funds and investors? Possibly. Could it be to exit and liquidate a position? This is also a very big possibility. Anyone who pretends to really know, besides maybe if they're super duper smart, which, I am not. I'm just an average Joe blue collar guy who likes to, yeah, that's why I'm here. So we got a lawsuit, says they essentially scam people saying, hey, look, we were told that you had the SCAR contract for Space Force, but the SCAR contract people ended up saying, hey, look, we're looking for other opportunities. You know that. And AeroVironment said, well, we know that, but we're not going to tell our investors. We're just going to pretend that we still got this. As a matter of fact, we're going to add it into our books for earnings. Well, it backfired because when they lost the contract, they now showed 190 to 100 to 200 million revenue loss because they had anticipated adding this into their books. So it just, just didn't really work out. However, is it possibly scammy? Maybe. That's what the court's for. Guilty until proven innocent should not be a thing. Innocent until proven guilty. This is the American way. We have to try to abide by that. These are morals and foundations that built this country. Get in line. Some gun. All right, so we had this right here. I'm gonna tell you right now. This was from earnings. Earnings was good. Earnings was a blowout. Let's see. Let's see if we can bring up the facts of the case here. Here we go. AeroVironment projects 2.12 to 225 billion fiscal year 2027. Boom! That's big. I believe they're sitting at like 1.5, something in this range. 19% surge after the fourth quarter revenue of nearly $642 million. These are major players. All right, these guys aren't making toys for Toys R Us or whatever the new version of that is. No, that's not what this is. Recent acquisitions of BlueHalo and Empirical System Aerospace contribute over $282 million in quarterly revenue. This is one of the argument points for AeroVironment, is that most of their revenue is coming from acquisitions. So what? Okay. Does it really matter if the business has the title, if they're waving the flag and that everyone else is under the banner? What does it matter for the future of the stock? It doesn't. Those same businesses have now been acquired. They are generating revenue for AeroVironment. It doesn't matter. Don't let it shake you out. There might be some investors and other people that see that differently, but I don't. A spade is a spade, even if it's stored in a garage with shovels or rakes or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Earnings beat $1.8 per share. Beat earnings estimate of 1.46. That's pretty big. What is that? 20%? Something around there? 16, 20%? 133% revenue growth year over year. I don't need to say anything else, bro. These are awesome. Their backlogs, which we're going to get into here in a second, is already nuts. These are crazy numbers. And I'm going to show you, not just in a news article, I'm going to deep dive into the source where we're going to know these things for sure, because I already did it. I've been doing it all day, okay? This is how I do it at Kill the Market. This is how we do it at Kill the Market. We go into stuff. We know what we're talking about. We take our time with these things. Usually. United Health, outlier, okay? Okay. You can beat me up in the comments for that. I don't care. It was a gamble, and I called it. And if we would have missed, fine. If it would have hit, cool. Yeah. Ain't gonna really change anything, okay? Management, already went over that. Here's the thing. Iran. Ukraine. Ukraine is the largest user of AeroVironment supply. Let's go ahead and ask our friend Gemini here, who is my homie, how much AeroVironment does Ukraine products currently used in the war. The Switchblade 300, 600, and the 400. Those are the models I believe they have over there. Neutralized $3 billion of Russian military assets. These are affordable drones. These are things you can use. This is why this is big. You have to understand the war in Iran. Not as much. The war in Ukraine is the benchmark for showing us why drone companies are the future. For now, there will be counter drones. There will be things that happen that, there's going to be either rock, paper, scissors. Right now, the rock is dominating the scissors, but the paper is coming. But right now, technology is still working. I can show you actually some interesting anti-drone things that they have, but it's not going to be able to matter in the context of mass production yet. Okay, we're getting there. We are, and it is there, but is it everywhere? Not like drones are. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so Ukraine's big user of it. Put these guys on the map. They said, "Hey, look. I mean, let's just check out since the Ukraine war. Ukraine. What was it? 22, right? Look at this. Surged up 323. Oh, you can't even see what I'm talking about. My bad. Look at this. Started Ukraine war. What was it? September. It was in this window here that we almost 375%. Yes, we are down. Yes, that's what happens. Stocks go up and down, and everything stays up unless you're Apple or the Magnificent Seven or a broad ETF fund. Things happen. You get this lawsuit. Real or not, I don't know. Is it scammy if it did happen? Yeah. I don't take people's sides just because they're making me money or they're about to. I do have a little bit of favoritism there, but I also will call things out. I just have to be able to admit that, hey, maybe I'm going to choose the money over on moral superiority, but we don't know yet. All right, that's the point. We don't know. Don't judge, okay? You bet. I'm trying not to cuss here. All right, so here we are. Here we are. This right here, sam.gov, this lists current and pending U.S. military contracts. It's public information. Yeah. Yeah. I had my AI friend write me a program today that on my computer I can say one thing to my computer and it brings up any recent news. This way I can try to stay on top of the initiative, the war, the things that are happening, the movement, the buyers, the contracts. I can do all of it without having to rely on the news. Can I beat the instant transactions of a high frequency trading market? No, I can't. It's not going to save me from a gap down that I can't see, especially in like a dark pool or something. It's not going to work. But here we are. All right, I'm trying to keep ahead of the curve, and I'm interested. I like reading this stuff. It is fun. Oh, how am I not signed in? Okay, well, let me go ahead and just put this down. I'll go ahead and sign in real quick. I don't know how that didn't happen. Give me a second, guys. Sorry. Got a little congestion. Well, a little bit of something going on back there. Okay. I need to plug in my phone here. Give me a second. Oh, God. Don't get old, guys. Take yourself out before that happens. Just kidding. All right. Here we go. All right, so we're back. We're in the government database, legally, of course. And we are looking for stuff here. What do we got here? What do we got here? All right. Clear my throat. See all the recent contracts and future contracts of AeroVironment. This is awesome. Gives us a little bit more of an edge over what we're looking at, but we don't know for sure what everything is. So let's see. Expiration date, June of next year. Got a little something in the pipeline there. May 2027. We don't care about the expirations. Let's see what we got for contracting here. Our contracting opportunities. We'll see what they got on that. Oh, contract awards. Ah, yes. June 23rd, 2026. Now, the cool thing, if I could be wrong about this, but I believe this wasn't reported until July 1st. So if you'd have looked on here, could have got ahead of the curve here. Could have saw this. Could have got some insights. Maybe not, but maybe so. I'm not sure. We're going to figure this out, though. $575,000. It's a bust. That's nothing. Let's go ahead and keep on scrolling. Yeah, let's keep on going down here. All right. And let's see what else we got. Oh, here's a juicy one. Indefinite delivery contract, Missile Defense Agency. Now, I don't know if you guys remember. I can't say his name. Apparently, the people high above don't like that. But there is a dome, right? Think of our friends over in the Middle East, the guys that we're with, not the ones we're attacking. There's a dome that they got with the big pew pews, the missiles there, and they looks like we're gonna do that here. He's mentioned it, Golden Dome, right? We've mentioned this a million times. $151 billion. All right, so that's a lot. That's a lot. Is AeroVironment getting the entire contract? Probably not. I mean, that's a lot, dude. That's a lot, but according to this, I mean, hell, you know, if it, let's just assume it is. You're looking at we're gonna go back over here to our. Move myself out the way. All right, so we got our market cap financials over here. $7.2 billion. All right. That's the total amount of shares owned times the value of those shares. So 37.91 million. So it's 37.91 million times 164. So if this contract is going to be $151 billion allocated solely to AeroVironment, that's a banger, dude. I don't think it is. I need to do a little more research into that. I did already know about the 151, but I don't know exactly where it's going to lead out to. So, wait, where were we? Okay, here we go. So this is good news for the future. Now you got to remember, we have this massive lawsuit, and every day these guys are hammering it down that they got this. Oh, we're getting, or that we're suing them. The case is going forward. I'm not saying that AeroVironment did the right thing or isn't in the wrong. I'm not saying any of that crap at all. I'm just saying I'm trying to make some money here, and I guess the people that lost money are getting in the way of that. So you already lost your money, dude. Don't screw up my crap, all right? I'm trying to do my own. I ain't got nothing to do with them guys. I don't even know these assholes, man. I don't even know what's going on. So, all right, here's another one. Purchase order, March 30th, $5 million. Let's check this one out. Purchase order for the Air Force. Oh, I'm kind of on the wrong side here. Here we go. If y'all wonder why I'm looking up here, it's because I have 3 monitors and my OBS software is stuck on the top one, and it's hard not to look at it. You know, it's just like all the information's on that screen, so it's like up here. I can't get it off. You know, it can't be here on this screen or that screen. So I know whatever. Uh let's see what they got. You guys want to give them a call? There's the number right there. Let's bring this back up. Give them a call. We can do that right there. Yeah, these guys are huge, bro. They've been around for a while. I'm not sure we're gonna find the information we want here, but the point is, we're going down this a couple times, just kind of scoping it out. $32 million contract here. I remember this one. It's just things that keep popping up. $20 million here, April 10th. Another $50 million, April 16th. And I'm gonna tell you what, if you're in the mix, if you are in the trade, if you're ready to rock, and you get a nice public post about one of these, that's what we call a catalyst, my friends. That's what we call a catalyst. That is how we combine technical analysis with catalyst. That's right. Yeah, if we can do that, a little bit of luck, a little bit of dice shooting going in there, if we can do that, we'll make some money. Catalyst goes both ways, though. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. I hate Boeing. I hate Boeing so much. Shit! All right, so we've gone over a little bit of news. We're getting sued. We know this, right? We've gone over some contracts. We are banging in the contracts. Let's do one more thing. Let's check out. Give me a condensed rundown of the fundamentals of AeroVironment. This is going to tell us a little bit more. Core business company controls the majority share of the U.S. military small drone fleet. Majority share, keyword. These are the top dogs. But look at the stock. It moves crazy. I'm gonna tell you, this stock moves almost like a small cap stock. I mean, it is volatile, man. Up, down, 5-6% in a day, every day. It's a little unnerving. You got to hold on to your butts, but if you hold on too tight, you're gonna squeeze out some poop. All right, so we had a record-setting fiscal year 2026, 1.9 billion. We've been over that, which representing a massive 141 increase year over year. These are massive numbers, guys. Like huge. This is great. I mean, but honestly, in the modern market, especially with the modern market, especially with tech, these might be rookie numbers. I don't know. Seems like every tech AI company's busted 100% year over month over month. You know, they're just growing so rapidly. I'm looking at you. NVIDIA MU. All right. We did short MU though. Yeah, we did. Let's check that out real quick. Just a little flex. Okay. A little flex after an earnings beat. All right. Had a little earnings beat. You guys remember this crap? Remember this? Yeah, remember that? Guess what Daddy did? I'm going to tell you what Daddy did. Daddy did this. Right there. Right there, baby. Boom! Shorted that muff freaker. Yeah, I did. That's Uncle Tori. He was there. We were talking through it. We were watching it a couple days. Rode that some gun down to, what is it? Was it 100 points? Something like that. 12%. Got a nice little slap on the wrist. It was nice. Could I have made a lot more if I held it longer? Sure. If I want to pay the short interest fees and all the other stuff, which I would have been worth it in this case. But that's not how I play things, and that's not how Uncle Toro does things either. We are not investors. Oh, I mean, we invest, but that's not what this channel is. We're traders. I am more of an active investor-ish swing trader. More of a swing trader. He is most definitely not, but he does on occasion. Matter of fact, was it last week, 2 weeks ago, he hit 10K on a swing trade. 10K. Yeah. I felt about, you can't see my hands, but about this big. All right. I don't hit 10K plays. So, um, man, down 33% though. That'd have been about 10K. That would have been a huge hit. But we're in and out. We're in and out. And let me tell you why. Because if we ride this thing down, let's say we shorted at 1200. We did. Right after this. This was the jump up. Capped out. Double top. Boom. Wrote it down. And got out somewhere right around here. Like right here. I think this one right here. Let's see if I can get it. It's right here. That was exactly where I got out. Mark. And shoots back up. You lost half your money. Went right back down though. So yeah, you can hold for all this, but can you stomach this? I don't know. I can't. Sometimes I can. I'm doing it right now, but not like this. This is crazy. All right. We're getting into Rambo territory. That's my secret occupation. AVAV has an excellent balance sheet. Funded backlog 1.2 billion. This is not speculation. These are things that actually matter. Numbers that equivalent cash. A big deal. These are things that actually matter, guys. 1.2 billion is huge. High liquidity with a conservative debt to equity ratio of 16.6%. That means the assets that they own dwarf the actual debt that they have. So imagine if you're a millionaire and instead of your house being, you have a $2 million house, but you owe $1 million. How much of an heir are you really? You're a zero heir, right? Because that equity is negative on the house combined with your cash. You just cancel it out. This is 16%. Yeah, they're sitting fat. Yeah, it's some fat freakers. It's so hard not to cuss, bro, because I love dropping F-bombs. I'm trying to be YouTube politically correct. Probably should not have said that, the P word. Last time they refused to run our ad on that. So, fiscal year 2030, targets projecting $3.5 to $4 billion in revenue. Sustained by dedicating 70 or 9% of revenues back into intense R&D. You have to have that. We have to grow. It's a balance. Look, I'm not saying one thing or the other. I'm not saying this is a great investment. Do I think it probably is? Yeah. Especially if major war breaks out, or especially if the war in Ukraine continues. And I have to tell you, it's been going on for 4 years. We're entering almost into our 5th year. 6 to 8 months or whatever it is. Drones are the future, man. If a thing with the little island over in the sea over there by our Japanese friends and our other guy that's not so much our friends, if we get into it over there, there's going to be big ordinances that are used there. Hopefully not anything with the big radiation booms, but drones are going to be a huge part. $100,000, $50,000 drone strapped with the right armaments is going to be able to take out a $500 million machine. It's already been proven in Ukraine. That's why this is huge. Does that mean it's going to definitely go up? No, it doesn't. But that does mean, and I'm going to end with this, okay? That does mean that when it is down, especially on dramatic courtroom dramas, that means if it is down close to yearly lows, man, yearly lows. In the last year, it's at 52-week lows here. If we are that low, the odds of it popping back up are going to be much higher. This is going to be a bigger opportunity. The odds of it going higher are going to be better than the odds of it going lower. Trading is all percentages. Investing is percentages. Risk to reward. That's the whole game. Will I be right? Next week will tell. I could be wrong. I might come on here and post another United Health thing, but we'll see. We'll see, guys. Look, I appreciate you guys watching. Whoever did watch, I appreciate anyone watching the channel. Me and Uncle Tora have been actually putting a lot of time into this. We love it. We talk about the market every day, bro. We text each other every day. We're always talking about it, okay? So we figure let's get together and just doing some videos and put it for other people to watch. We like engagement. We want to be part of a community. We're trying to create something here. This is cool. We appreciate you guys, okay? Keep coming back. Tomorrow, I think tomorrow night, pretty sure, we're going live again. It'll be me and Uncle Toro. We'll be out here discussing plays for the week. So if you have interest in finding things that are about to happen, tune in then. Not financial advice. Don't be dumb. You're a grown man or woman. Make your own decisions. Don't blame us when you lose money, because you don't see me blaming anyone else. Peace, guys. Bear Force 1 is out.